Welcome back to Evolv Edge. This is Daniel Herrera, CEO of Evolv IT. So today, we're going to talk about a common issue we see, and that's standards. This is not standards that you have in running your company, standards of how you act outside of the office. This is standards in how IT should operate and how your IT should be running their business, which also goes down to how they operate when they're working with your business. One of the top items we see is new hires and terminations. Does your current IT currently have a checklist? So one of the things that we're really big on is having checklists for everything that we do. Again, we hire humans out here. Humans make mistakes. You get repetitive, used to doing certain things. It's easy to miss a simple mistake. That mistake could cost a company big time. So one of the top things we look at is around new hires. So you've got this new person, you've worked really hard on finding them, they've accepted the position, they start. Day one, IT sets up their computer, can't access anything. Now you're making phone calls, you're having to wait for IT. How embarrassing is that? So look, we found ways to fix that. Number one, we build a checklist. We identify every department within your organization, what applications they need, what they need access to web-based, what file shares they need access to, how are you guys using Teams. We sit there with that user, verify they know how to use all the basic functionality. We verify they have access into all their systems. We set up email on their cell phone, confirm that they can print to their printers. A lot of people forget about printers. We still print today. The other side is we have a sign-off sheet. So we sign off verifying everything's working. We have the end user sign off everything's working. When we leave, we know your new employee is ready to go. We don't want to have phone calls saying, hey, we missed this and you missed this. Again, you've spent all that time finding this new employee. Let's get them rocking and rolling as fast as possible. Second part is offboarding. Just as important, if sometimes not more important. So we need to have a checklist that shows every application the user has access to, how to terminate that user. Do we need to make backups of any critical files? Do we need to export their email, do anything with that? Proper way of terminating is very, very important. We see that missed a lot. So a lot of times when we bring new clients in, part of our onboarding process, we have to do an audit on their Active Directory. We do an audit on Office 365. Any other applications, we find users that haven't worked there in a year still have access to stuff. Especially for those of you that have a VPN or you've got any type of other remote access software, critical to make sure you kill those accounts as soon as possible. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. Is your IT driving growth and revenue for your business? At Evolv IT, we remove the IT friction so that technology is not slowing you down. Text the word audit to 618-EVOLV-IT for a free consultation. Let's get back to the video. The other side we find is incident response. Look, we all have humans that work for us. People are gonna make mistakes. People are gonna people. They're gonna click links. They're gonna put their username and password in places they don't. Things are gonna happen. Now, when they do, how do you handle that? When do you bring insurance company in? When do you need to get your legal in? Those are things that we have documented and we have incident responses that we follow. And then we communicate with you to determine next steps of what we actually need to do and how severe it is. Again, if your IT company is just resetting a password, that's not good enough. We see that all the time. There's things that people do when you get hacked where they've got rules put in place. They've got other back-end backdoors. We find where they create fake users where it looks like there's somebody who actually works for you, but they don't. And they've got an account sitting there reading emails. So you've got to have standards and procedures so that your IT team knows exactly what to follow and how to take care of these issues without forgetting something. So recently, we've onboarded a couple new clients. So one of those clients, immediate audit of their Office 365, we identified 40 plus licenses that were not needed. So we immediately saved them thousands of dollars a month, equaling to thousands of dollars a year. Again, we see this all the time. We had another client we brought on about a year ago. Within 20 minutes of us getting access into their 365 portal, our team was identify some issues and we saved them $4,000 a month. Look, that's almost 50 grand a year. We saved that client off a 20-minute audit. Again, I know this is very simple stuff. We find it missed all the time. Adobe, for instance, is another big primary product we see. A lot of people are having their users on the highest package. You may not need that. So our team will actually ask the questions, they'll audit, we'll understand what level of access your employees actually need, and we'll make sure you've got the right product in place. We also just recently audited a client. We found multiple of their users are on the dark web. So that means their email address and their password are sitting out there for sale. Now you can buy these username and passwords for pennies to dollars. Very, very inexpensive to get those. Now, a lot of times we're asked, how do those get there? It's easy. Most people will use their business email address for personal related items. So it could be the parking meter that you have to use. It could be some type of food delivery app. It could be any sort of online app that you're using. So they put in their company email address. Guess what? They also use the same password they use at your company for their personal use. Most people do not separate their passwords. Well, now any one of those platforms were to get compromised, that username and password combo is now out there on the dark web, again, for sale for pennies. So we're easily able to identify those, help get those removed, or make sure your users understand to change their passwords. We also teach them proper hygiene of changing passwords regularly and also not using the same password across everything. If I were to ask you how many of your employees' credentials are out on the dark web, or how many of you users would actually click a link of any email that came in, would you know the answer? If not, click the link below. Let our team do a free audit. We can give you a report showing that information to you. That way you can protect your company and reduce the risk. We already know it's hard enough running a business. Let's not make it harder.